So welcome to February 2019 Strategic Case Study Examination Pre-Seed Material. So I'll be explaining this case study, the company called as Vita. So I'm Shyam Prasad here. This is my profile. I'm a member of ACCA and CIMA. I'm very much interested in solving case studies, and I'm also the founder of wowacademics. So disclosure, the entire case study as given out by CIMA is used as in the same form. No part has been edited or added or deleted to the CIMA case, and this video is purely for educational purpose alone. So start from page number 9. So page number 9 in your case study tells about the various products and what are their features. So this is about the features about the 5 products. So I think this alone is like very important here. So Liber is a clip-on lightweight product. Activus is a multi-purpose tracker. Pax is used for yoga and for meditating tracking. Primers is for heart rate tracking, and it is a GPS recognition, and Chorus is for children. So somewhere I think products are a little bit niche here. So this one is Liber is a basic product. Activus is a typical common tracker product. Pax seems to be in terms of the yoga session products, and the Primers is again which is similar to Activus but has a little bit advanced features, and Chorus is for products here. So it tells about you the product range and the kind of niche products that the company has. So we'll move on to the next page. The red underlinings are very important. Both the mobile app and website are free, so the company is not generating any money from the mobile app or the website. So the company has to depend solely on the sales of their trackers, hardware trackers here. So they have to get money from there. And Vita also regularly updates and enhances its softwares to improve the information users receive. So the company seems to be spending a lot of money in terms of the software. So apps and websites are free, software updates are given, no explicit income coming from the app or the website. So that is very key thing here. And then we have the same data privacy issue which we've discussed earlier. So in addition to what we've discussed, users can choose to share their data with thousands of third-party apps and through social networks on an opt-in basis. So what they indicate that users are not only restricted with the company's software, they could also share the information through third-party apps and social network. I think this might open up a huge amount of threat to the company in terms of data hacks. That's an examinable area in your exam. So this is what the visual display of the software is. So this is what your app or your website could see. You could see it in your app or website. That's what they have indicated. So the steps taken, distance run, it gives you a lot of information. So these information are customizable. That's what they told us in terms of control hub. If you want to see active minutes, you see, or if you don't want, just drag that out and you can bring in some other information which you want to track. So all this information is customizable for you alone. You pick out what information you want and you can view it. So that this page is available in page number 10. Page number 11 is from where the crux of the case study begins. So the company Vita actually manufactures all its products from 2 contract manufacturers. One is called HJM and Force. Both are Asian countries, and these companies are the ones who assemble and manufacture the product and send it to Vita. So you might also have a forex related or a foreign exchange related question in your exam. What happens in terms of payment, or because see, the payment to both these Asian companies are in terms of a different currency, and the income of the company is also in various currencies. So the Vita sells a lot of products throughout the world, so they have this forex issue. And it also tells about the outsourced manufacturers, but we have to remember that in terms of outsourcing, there are a lot of drawbacks in terms of quality, loss of control, copyright, unable to move back the outsourcing to our own country or company. or the difficulty in terms of insourcing. So that's what this paragraph tells, but it also says that the company Vita has a very excellent relationship with the two existing contract manufacturers, where the contract manufacturers have helped Vita in terms of cash flow difficulties, in terms of extending credit terms. So they have been very helpful for Vita. At the same time, Vita has also helped the two contract manufacturers in terms of technology, in terms of product training, in terms of supportive issues. They have also been friendly. So both Vita and the contract manufacturers have been very friendly and supportive to each other. But the question which I would like to bring you here in terms of Dell and Asus, where Dell kept on outsourcing all their lower level activities, and one point of time Asus learned all the lower level activities and they brought their own branded product. So I think the same problem might come in your examination also, where HJM and Force might launch their own product under a different brand and can even be a threat to Vita. So that because they are low cost manufacturers and they could sell a product at a very cheap rate than compared to Vita. I think that can be a problem. Apart from that, you have this paragraph which tells that the suppliers, both the suppliers are working at full capacity, and if the sales is going to grow much higher than the current level, then their capacity might not be enough, and Vita has to look on some other new suppliers, or they have to help the existing contracted manufacturers to ramp up their capacity. So I don't think this might be a problem, because the sales seems to be flattening, or the same sales might actually drop. So I don't think this capacity problem would be a great issue in the longer future. In the near future it might be, but in the longer future, I think the very existence of Vita is under question. So I don't think this might be a issue. I think even for distribution, Vita depends upon another third-party company. So they get the benefits of all the outsourced activities. How is like Vita selling? Vita is selling through 3 channels. So they sell to physical stores, they sell it to global online retailers, and they also sell directly under their own website called as vita.com. So there are 3 ways in which they are doing it. I don't think this might be of much issue in an exam, because all companies use the 3 ways to reaching the customer. See here, Vita has no production distribution, so Vita actually focuses only on designing of hardware and R&D for the software. So actually the company has like focused only on designing of hardware and the software. So we've come to page number 12. So here they have given you a lot of information where you could create a Porter's 5-force model. So I've created a Porter's 5-force model. So you can actually see the points here. So there's point number 1, 2, 3, which you can add it to here. You can we can discuss this. I think we will discuss the Porter's 5-force model. So all these elements are together, they are discussed. So we'll start from competitive rivalry. Competitive rivalry, new technologies make competition challenging. So the company which comes with an amazing product is the one which is going to win, and every company is trying to win in this market. So the rivalry is going to be very high. So that's what they tell here. Competitive marketplace, and it's dynamic and it's very challenging. Entry barriers, any company can come and create a product in this kind of a market, because you just have to do design and develop a product and give it to a contract manufacturer in Asia, and they are going to do it. So any medium sized, any startup or any large company, anyone can enter this business. So it has a very low entry barrier. So this is where the company tries to build up the communities and a differentiated app. That's where the company wants to make it difficult for a new entrant, but we have to see how it works. Bargaining power of suppliers, information has not been given in terms of this. and they tell that both the two suppliers have been very reliable. So the bargaining power of suppliers is actually very less, I think, because those suppliers are the ones who are like depending upon the company. But still we don't know in terms of very key products or key components used in the product, which might be very technological or sophisticated. That information is not given in the case study. So we only have to assume that the bargaining power of supplier is low. Bargaining power of customers can have a lot of options. There are like 4 companies which have been like given in the case study, so they can buy it from any company. Also niche products are also available, so the customers can move from one product to another product very quickly. Again, this is where the software and the community building actually helps the customers from moving from your one company to another, because all their data, all the information is locked with the company which they have been like using. So bargaining power of customers, if they want their old information, they are stuck with this company. If they are not bothered about their old information, they can actually jump to another company. So it's, we can say it's somewhere between, the bargaining power of customers is somewhere medium to high. Substitute products, this is the greatest threat, because smartwatches as direct and better substitute to activity trackers. Page number 12, they have given us about the key competitors to Vita. So we will discuss the key elements around here. So this paragraph indicates that the company called as FunFit has innovative products. They are at the high end of the product category, and they seem to be a kind of a differentiator. That's what this company is. This company FunFit has also tried to buy out another competitor called as Gopher IT, but they were not able to do it. So I think not able to do it because of anti-competitive law. But this is a very important element where Vita can sell its company to FunFit. I think that is a good possibility. So that kind of information can be given in your exam. So check out in an exam. So prepare for an examination question in terms of merger and acquisitions. Or there's another company which they discuss in terms of, there's a company called as Clown. This company, I've summarized it here. Clown is a low cost product. So they aim at the lower end of the product category. So they are actually a low cost producer. So this is about this company. So you can see that FunFit is in terms of Porter's 3 generic strategy, FunFit are in the differentiator category, Clown is in the low cost producer category. There's another company called as Gopher IT. So Gopher IT has reliable and performance oriented products. So they are the higher end category in this product market. So they are a kind of a differentiator. So there can also be a question where Vita can be bought out by Gopher IT. So that can be an examinable question. So that you can look at. Or there's another 4th competitor who is called as Smart Heart. So this is actually a focused product. So they are the niche product in this product category. They focus on the healthcare rather than the fitness market. So all these companies have a very clear route in terms of what they want to do. So one company was innovative, so they target the higher end. Another company was low cost, they targeted the lower end. So Gopher IT is a reliable product which is at the higher end, and Smart Heart is a focused niche product. So where does Vita fit among these 4 companies? This is where Vita has chosen a stuck in the middle path, as described by Porter is where Vita is, because Vita has one cheap product, the first product called Liber. They have 3 fitness focused products, and they have one product focused on children. So they are actually pretty much confused in terms of what they are doing. So an exam question might be there in terms of where should they focus, whether it should be on niche product or in what type of niche they should focus. I think that can also be a exam question.